Well, Michael Jackson's life came to overshadow his music, but it's hard to overstate Michael Jackson's impact on pop. And joining us now to talk about his musical legacy is someone who knew Michael Jackson personally. His name is Antonio L.A. Reid. He's the chairman of Island Def Jam Music. L.A. Reid, thank you for joining us. Good evening. You know, you were listening to what Rahima was just talking about. There was a smile on your face. There's something about that. Well, you just watching her and smiling apparently, but no, but she was talking about how
your reaction.
They're bebopping in the streets. They're doing the moonwalk. They're listening, and this is in Harlem's Apollo Theater.
That's great.
Talk to us about what Michael meant.
In terms of that kind of impact on the culture, on popular culture, we've never seen anything like it. We've never seen, there wasn't a blueprint for his level of success. There was no one before him that achieved that level of success. So how it impacted people, whether it be in dance, whether it be in song, in performance, whether it be, we've never seen anything quite like this.
We need to talk about how he broke racial barriers.
Right. I mean, MTV, as an example, MTV didn't play young black men on their channel. They just didn't at that time, right? But when Thriller came along, it really changed everything, because all of a sudden music, for the first time ever, music didn't have a color.
He was too good to be denied.
It was too good to be put into any box, right? And it didn't have a color. So whether it was rock, or whether it was pop, or whether it was R&B, or whether it was whatever it was, Michael defied categorization with that album, right? And as a result of that, he really broke the barrier. He really broke it.
A lot of people want to remember him for what he was then, and I know he was trying to go back and be on tour. What should we all understand more about Michael so that we can empathize more, think more, be more forgiving and understanding of
I think it's uncharted waters for someone to have that level of success, starting at a very, very young age. So imagine, I mean, this guy at the age of 9, all the way until the age of 50, was a major superstar his entire life.
He was under
There was
the
never
spotlight.
a time that he could walk down the street and people not know him. There was never a time that people weren't clawing at him, and asking for things and needing him for things. I can only imagine that must have been a very tough existence, But throughout it all, he remained childlike. He always kept his childlike quality. He always kept that sweetness. He always stayed connected to his fans, regardless of what the media may have thought of him and some of those stories that circulated. Michael and his fans, that was an inseparable connection, right? Because his impact was that great.
L.A. Reid, your impact is great. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Thank you so much.